Hello again, everybody. Welcome in here. Beau James right along with the action today for another episode as we take a look and get ready for the big event Saturday night, November the 3rd, Gray, Tennessee, Daniel Boone High School. It's going to be a fundraiser for the Gray Community Chest. We're going to collect canned food items that night for the Gray Food Bank. We're also going to collect toys, new unwrapped toys that night for a boy or a girl for the John Berry Memorial Toy Drive. It's going to be a huge night to help out the community right there and a big night of action. And last week I told you about him. Wayne Atkins makes his return to Southern States Wrestling. We saw Wayne in action right here last week. November the 3rd, he has a big match right there in Gray, Tennessee, Daniel Boone High School. Wayne will be going after the Mega Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion in Eric Darkstorm. Mega Pro Wrestling, a great promotion out of Charleston, West Virginia. Eric Darkstorm, former Southern States Heavyweight Champion, current Mega Pro Heavyweight Champion. What we want to do is go right now and take a look at Eric Darkstorm when he was the Southern States Heavyweight Champion and remind you, Saturday night, November the 3rd, Eric Darkstorm defends his Mega Pro title against Wayne Atkins in Gray, Tennessee.
All right, folks, we're taking a look at Eric Darkstorm right here on this edition of the Power Half Hour in the ring against another newcomer to the area in Robbie Reckless. So this should be an outstanding contest here. We've heard some words from Eric Darkstorm over the last couple of weeks here on the Power Half Hour. Says, hey, I've got Kyle Matthews in my sight. I don't really know that I want to get back in the ring with him and waste my time. But nonetheless, that match has been signed. And folks, you're going to see that right here on the Power Half Hour in the weeks to come. So make sure you stay tuned and find out about that coming up here a little bit later on. Also, don't forget to stay tuned to the Power Half Hour because you're going to find out about some live events that's going to be coming around the Mountain Empire and all around East Tennessee, where you can see some of the great stars of the S.S.W. Power Half Hour live in your area. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Eric Darkstorm brings in a very impressive resume. He's held championships all across the country. He's been looked at from talent scouts from every major promotion, and he's right here on the Power Half Hour for your viewing pleasure in the ring against Robbie Reckless. And Reckless, a little bit smaller in stature than Eric Darkstorm is, but don't think that makes any difference in a contest like this because each one of them pretty much balance each other out on the quickness, that's for sure.
Absolutely right, Michael Sutherland. Good points as always here as Eric Darkstorm dropping down right there. Robbie Reckless up and over his man. Oh, big shoulder block there by Robbie Reckless as Darkstorm here. Maybe a little look of frustration perhaps on his face as perhaps he wasn't expecting that from Robbie Reckless. But they're squared off once again. Oh, went for a collared elbow, but Darkstorm now roughhousing a little bit in there. Caught his man with a knee, followed up with a big forearm smash, and now a hard chop over in the corner as Darkstorm controlling his man tight into the top turnbuckle there. Oh, and laying him in. Laying in some knife-edge chops, Michael Sutherland. These guys are, they've come to fight tonight. Oh, Reckless right there. Good thing he ducked under that first one because then it took his head off if he hadn't. And Reckless now returning fire with some of those chops of his own as Reckless now went for an Irish whip. Darkstorm reverses and caught his man right there. About took his head off, Mike Sutherland.
Absolutely. He took him down with a devastating maneuver right there and only garnered a 2 count. But Reckless maybe have a little bit more in the tank than Darkstorm thinks. But nonetheless, he's got him down on the canvas in a reverse chin lock there. And, he rolled out of that very quickly. Got that arm barred up behind the back and putting some pressure on that elbow and maybe the wrist a little bit. You say they was trading chops back and forth. Got a fireman's carry there and took him straight down. Got him in an arm bar. Trading chops back and forth. And like I said, the speed factor I think is going to be about the same. Darkstorm has got a little bit of a height and weight advantage over Reckless. But I don't know that that's going to factor in and play any type of a part in this match because both these guys are gung-ho about a victory right here on the Power Half Hour. Slipped out of that, and man, they're just doing some chain wrestling. It is back and forth and almost hard for us to call right here at the broadcast desk at the Mount Carmel Armed Forces Center. Folks, anytime you see Southern States Wrestling on the marquee, make sure you get out to the live events because you're going to have a great family-oriented event to take everybody to. And make sure you check us out on Facebook, Joe Wheeler. I know you're on there. I am too. Southern States Wrestling. Type it in the search engine. Click our like button. You're going to get all of our feeds and statuses. Find out about some late breaking news in the world of SSW. Sometimes maybe before we do.
Yeah. Well, that's the truth there is things are always happening fast and furious in Southern States Wrestling as they are in the ring in this contest here. And Facebook, man, it's a great way to keep in touch with us, no doubt about it. Plus, you can watch the Power Half Hour on there anytime, day or night, 24/7, whenever you feel like it. Plus, you can archive and go back and watch previous episodes of some of the tremendous action and the legends that comes through Southern States Wrestling. And I have a great time sometimes just going back and watching some of the previous episodes, some of the tremendous matches that we have had here in Southern States Wrestling over the 20-plus years. As Robbie right there went up and over his man, got Darkstorm down, rolled him over, got a 2 count right there. Referee Mark Foley checking in. And Darkstorm, head of steam right there, just took his head off practically with that clothesline. In for a cover and got a 2 count only, but Darkstorm right back on his man, Mike Sutherland.
Good Lord, that clothesline, as you said, was devastating, and you could have dislocated some vertebrae if you can do that back there because, man, he took him straight down. It was, wow, high impact, that's for sure, and he's working on that neck. Darkstorm certainly got his man exactly where he wants him. Folks, coming up here in just a little bit, we're going to see the S.S.W Tag Team Championship defended as Ray Idol and Steve Flynn put the belts on the line against the Niagara Tag Team Champions in the T-Rex Express. So it should be something to behold.
Robbie Ray's coming across right there, got caught recklessly coming in that corner. Oh, but man, he got that drop kick up right on the button there. Eric Darkstorm is in trouble, and Reckless again with a well-placed drop kick. Referee's in and got a 2 count only on it once again. But Robbie Reckless right there showed a couple of great drop kicks, but walked right into that corner. Eric Darkstorm took that momentum, dropped him right into that second rope. Takes his man Irish whip across now. Darkstorm coming in. Oh, and caught him with a Sabat-style martial arts kick. Rolls him up, and he got him.
Put him.
There you saw him, the reigning and defending Mega Pro Champion, Eric Darkstorm. We're going to be defending his title Saturday, November 3rd, right there at Daniel Boone High School in Gray, Tennessee against Wayne Atkins. Told you about that for a couple of weeks now. Let's talk about 2 other guys that are going to be in action right there at the big event, the Fall Spectacular for 2018 in Gray, Tennessee on November 3rd. I'm talking about the Masked Mega Destroyer and his sidekick, his partner, Shawn Cruz. We saw them at the Gray Block Party back in the summer and all the trouble they caused right there. They're going to be accompanied to the ring on Saturday night, November the 3rd, by their manager, the most annoying person I have ever met in the professional wrestling business, and I'm talking about Lemon Juice McGee. Lemon Juice, as you'll see in this clip, is kind of like a gnat. He's no physical threat to anyone, but he's always in your face, always annoying you, always causing you problems. Let's take a look at a little bit of action with Lemon Juice McGee and his boys, the Mega Destroyer and Shawn Cruz.
Wayne Atkins coming off the ropes, a big elbow, flying, spinning, everything you expect from him, and that's Lemon Juice McGee in the ring now.
Yeah, McGee already in the ring here. What's he doing? I mean, immediately just showing a complete disregard for the rules of professional wrestling. Puts himself right in the match, and right here you go. Distracting Wayne Atkins, and there you go. Ref's going to call for the bell. A disgraceful showing from Lemon Juice McGee and the Mega Destroyer here.
Referee calling the bell here, calling for the bell as he should, and now Lemon Juice McGee putting the boot to Wayne Atkins.
2-on-1 here against an already exhausted athlete. This is just shameful. This is showing no respect to this sport.
And here
now he's working his way across the ring to take out Shawn Cruz. Oh, what a low blow.
Right
and the
in front of the
referee calls for the
referee.
disqualification.
And Jake Brake taken down with the low blow. And of course, here we go.
It's chaos in the ring here. Lemon Juice holding the legs of Stan Lee. And here's Shawn Cruz coming off the ropes. Oh, it drives the knee into the throat of Stan Lee. Jake Braddock on the outside attacking the big rig.
Somebody's got to get out here.
And once again, another knee to Stan Lee.
Oh, my goodness.
There you saw just some of the trouble that Lemon Juice and his boys can cause, and they're going to be trying to cause trouble Saturday night, November 3rd, Gray, Tennessee, there at the Daniel Boone High School, and they better hope that they can cause trouble because they've got 2 big men to face standing across the ring from them. I'm talking about the powerhouse from Bristol, Tennessee, one of the most popular wrestlers in this region for many, many years, the man himself, Ray Idol, and he's going to be looking across the ring at Shawn Cruz, Lemon Juice McGee, and the Mega Destroyer, and standing right next to Ray Idol on Saturday night, November the 3rd, is going to be, for his first time ever, his tag team partner, Kyle Maggard. Let's go and take a look at Kyle Maggard as he's getting ready to make his way back to Southern States Wrestling.
And we are off and going here. AMW TV on Heroes and Icons. Hey, Dookie, El Degato III looks to have his hands full here.
I think El Degato is going to want a hero after something like that. And a rough shoulder tackle. And a quick suplex. Kyle Maggard looking to make quick work of El Degato.
Kyle Maggard, absolutely on attack. Former AMW 8. Kyle Maggard was their first ever, with the big chop, first ever Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. And he's, El Degato's in front of him right now. Oh, those chops are so tough, but what's ahead of him, what he's got his eyes on after this is Stan the Man Lee. They've been brawling, had some.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but if Stan Lee is watching right now, he's got to be shaking in his boots. Look what Kyle's doing to El Degato. Oh, goodness, big side slam, too. 1 count, excuse me. But yeah, absolutely, Stan Lee not allowed on AMW television at the moment, and I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, and a reversal again. Kyle going for it. Oh, he hits it. Uranagi out of nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Let's ring the bell. Kyle Maggard making quick work of El Degato III.
There you saw it in the first segment. We're set for 2 big matches Saturday night, November 3rd. Mega Pro Champion Eric Darkstorm defends his title against Wayne Atkins in what should be a classic match. Then a hard-hitting tag match has been signed. Lemon Juice McGee brings his men of the Mega Destroyer and Shawn Cruz to Gray, Tennessee to battle Kyle Maggard and Ray Idol right there in tag team action. We're going to take a short break so you can hear about and see about the Southern States Wrestling Network for only $4.99 a month. You can relive the history, relive the memories. 2 minutes, we'll be right back here telling you about Saturday night, November the 3rd. Welcome back, as we're talking about Saturday night, November 3rd, Daniel Boone High School, Gray, Tennessee, celebrating my 30 years in professional wrestling. Now, you saw just a little clip of this man in the first segment, but I'm going to show you a little bit more about him, talk about him. In 30 years in this sport, I've been around some big men. I've been around some giants, but I'm going to tell you, I don't think any of them has come in size or strength to the man we're getting ready to take a look at here. I'm talking about 7 foot, 500-pound Jake Brake, Big Rig Jake Brake, who makes his first appearance in the Tri-Cities area Saturday night, November 3rd, Daniel Boone High School in Gray, Tennessee. Let's go back and take a look at a recent match with the giant of the man, Big Rig Jake Brake.
Things going. AMW TV, thank you guys for joining us here wherever you're watching from all over the Appalachians. I'm here with Devin Combs. How's it going, Devin?
Doing great, Nathan. Great to be here. Not great for Tyler Foshee. The young man jumps Big Rig Jake Brake before the bell, and that's a mistake.
Absolutely a mistake, especially someone like Tyler Foshee. I get it, he's a young gun trying to get his career off and running here in AMW, but he may have been barking up the wrong tree. It's the big body slam from Big Rig.
It's a long way up. It's even longer on the way down.
I know, at least it feels like it, I'll tell you that. If you're in the hands of Big Rig and he's signaling for the choke slam, got the hand around the neck, is it already time, Devin?
He's calling for it. The crowd comes alive.
He's got him up, and he puts him down.
It's over. Tyler Foshee can't kick out of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, all over, but the crying here as Big Rig Jake Brake victorious.
There you saw him. When we use the word giant, we don't use it lightly. We mean it. As I said earlier, 7 foot, 500 pounds. He's a big man, a big man, and he's going to be in action right there at Daniel Boone High School, Gray, Tennessee. If you've never seen a giant in person, that alone is worth the admission. Don't forget the big event on Saturday night, November 3rd is a fundraiser to help out the Gray Community Chest. We're also going to be collecting non-perishable food items for the Gray Food Bank, and we're going to be collecting new toys for the John Berry Memorial Toy Drive. Help those out in the community if you can that need a little hand up. Help out people, help out your neighbors. That's why we started this promotion all those many years ago. That's why we like doing events like that, and it's going to be a big night, Saturday night, November the 3rd, right there in Gray, Tennessee. And I told you about her last week. Told you she had signed to defend the Southern States Ladies title. I'm talking about my wife, Misty James. Let's go take a look at her in a recent match, and she's going to be defending that title Saturday night, November 3rd in Gray, Tennessee. And right here next week, I'm going to tell you who her opponent is.
To say is referees, that's one of the things that they should check, is to make sure that the fingernails aren't filed down to like a point where they can be used as a weapon. And such shenanigans have gone on in the past where ladies would have their nails filed down almost like a claw so they could rip and tear and gouge people in the eyes. As Misty James in control of Yasha for at least for the moment, but Yasha's firing in a couple shots on her. They're back into the ropes. As we got a whip across coming up here, and oh, Yasha caught her right there, that clothesline, and she nailed her in for a cover. Only got a 1 count on that one as Misty James was able to kick out. But she's stunned by that clothesline, boy. looked very impactful, to say the least. It looked like it caught her right in the chest area. And Yasha in control here. Looks like she may have a handful of hair. She's definitely wrenching back on Misty's neck. Got that knee planted. Misty's making her way back to vertical base. Yasha's firing in a couple shots, and that was definitely a handful of hair. No doubt about that. Southern States Wrestling Ladies Championship on the line here, and there's hair being pulled again as Yasha's standing on Misty James's hair while she's pulling her up by her arm. Got her right there with a, looked like an uppercut forearm almost. That was definitely a shoulder block. She's got her in the corner now. As Yasha here setting up, comes across, big head of steam, and Misty caught her with a clothesline right there. Cut her right down on that one. Misty James, measured her for that clothesline. And she got her with full impact and comes across again. Caught her again, in for a cover. 2 count on that one. Yasha was able to kick out of there. I tell you what, Southern States Wrestling Ladies Champion Misty James in control of the action at this point in time here at Summer Bash 18, Southern States Wrestling. Always a good time. Ladies fighting it out here. Misty caught her with that boot coming in. Nicely done. Bulldog headlock. She drove her in. This could do it. Referee's in. And there you got it. There's your 3 count right there. As Misty James retains the Southern States Wrestling Ladies Championship in this hard-fought contest here at Summer Bash 2018. Great matchup with her and Yasha.
There you saw her country strong Misty James, one of, if not the most popular wrestler in the history of Southern States Wrestling. In a recent match, she's going to be right there in action Saturday night, November 3rd. She's going to be out there signing autographs, taking pictures also after and before her match. So come on out, meet Misty James, meet me, meet all the stars of Southern States Wrestling. Enjoy a big night of wrestling. Help out the community organizations that we're helping out. And we're going to take our last break here, a short break, to let you take a look at what's coming to the Southern States Wrestling Network in the month of October.
Progressive liberal Daniel Richards here. As if you shouldn't already know that, I've been all over the news in case you hadn't been paying attention. But man, there is going to be no better place to be than Gray, Tennessee. Odd for me to say that because I'm talking about a red state. But there's going to be no better place to be than Gray, Tennessee on Saturday, November the 3rd. Now I know all you people are going to be kind of sour pusses to begin with because Davy Crockett is going to beat in Daniel Boone. But I gotta tell you, I'll sure be happy because I'm gonna be beating your prodigal son. I'm talking about the King of Kingsport, the man that loves to hurt people, the man that loves to give himself nicknames. I'm talking about Beau James, your supposed hero. And I want to address something else. Beau James has been telling you people to be bringing canned food, to be bringing toys, but that's something normally I would be in favor of. I'm all about socialism, but not for you people. The way you people mock me, the way that you people treated me, especially the last time I was in Gray, Tennessee, I don't appreciate that, and I don't appreciate you. You don't deserve free anything. So no socialism for all of you. One last thing. I do have a very special surprise that I'm going to be talking about next week. For now, you all will be liberated.
Well, you saw him last week, and now you just heard from him, the progressive liberal Daniel Richards. And Saturday night, November 3rd, it's been signed for Daniel Richards and myself to get back in the ring and finish something that started at Duke Fest a year ago and continued through this summer in places like Gray, Tennessee, and Hillsville, Virginia, and Dublin, Virginia, and a few other towns around the Appalachian region. But right here in my home area, right here where he likes to knock people and tell you don't bring canned food items and don't bring toys to give a hand up to some people out there. Shows you if it's not for him, he's not interested in it. If it doesn't benefit him, he doesn't care about it. Well, let's just say this, Daniel Richards. You say you got a big surprise for me. Right here next week on this next week's episode, you're going to give a big surprise to everybody, especially me. That's all right. Little Birdie tells me some different stories, and I've heard a couple of different things of what that surprise may be. So I have both of them covered. And if you come out with a big surprise next week that I think you are, I'm going to shock you with the surprise that I have from myself right here next week. Now, let's go back to the summer this year. Let's go back to July of 2018. Take a look at Daniel Richards the last time he was in Gray, Tennessee, and the kind of response that he got from the good people of East Tennessee there at the Appalachian Fairgrounds. And then we'll take a look at some highlights of my match with him there from the fairgrounds at the Gray Block Party, and I'll come back to tell you more about next week and Saturday night, November 3rd.
Progressive liberal Daniel Richards, first of all. And I've listened to all you ignorant Southern people say a bunch of nasty things to me all throughout the day, so now it's my turn to speak. And just like my good close personal friend Hilly Rom Clinton, I'm going to be delivering the truth tonight. Yeah, I was here about a year ago, and all you dirt farming, tobacco chewing, gun loving idiot hillbillies are even uglier than you were 1 year ago today. Listen, I'm just speaking the truth here. No need to get hostile. Shut up, lady. Liberals talking. Yeah, run away, because the blue wave is coming, lady. Listen, sir, back away.
So Beau James in control of him once again with that side headlock, and there's that right hand of Beau James that'll sting you.
Wrestle or act like an idiot.
Beau just asked if he's going to wrestle or act like an idiot.
These people are tired of hearing it. Get in here, let's go.
Oh, he walked right into that one. Walked into that right hand as well. Beau James, taking care of business. I tell you what, now to the second. As Richards looks like he's going to a chokehold again. Got that foot across the throat of Beau James. And for a cover, and they're too close to the ropes. Beau's able to roll out of there. But I tell you what, these guys, what I was alluding to earlier, Daniel Richards and Beau James have certainly made headlines all around the world as they have been seen on CBS Evening News, HBO Vice, and numerous newspaper articles throughout the country and the world talking about their feud and the reaction that Mr. Richards gets from people. Matchup. Richards just took Beau face first into that apron, the side of the ring. This matchup has spilled out onto the ground here as Beau James and Daniel Richards continuing this fight out on the floor. Richards got that arm wound up, takes Beau. Oh, I tell you what, that man, he has come to fight tonight. Daniel Richards is in trouble. They got a tug of war going as referee's trying to stop Beau from putting him into the ring post. Jake and Daniel both lost on that one. Jake Booth hit that top turnbuckle. Daniel Richards, he got wrapped around that pole in a bad way. Beau James got a chair now. And I tell you what, he said he was going to put a dog whooping on him, and I tell you, he is doing just that. As Beau now putting that chair to use out on the ringside area.
All right, we've been moving right along this week. Told you about Wayne Atkins against Eric Darkstorm for the mega title. Misty James going to defend the Southern States ladies title right there Saturday night, November 3rd. Big tag team match. Mega Destroyer and Shawn Cruz with Lemon Juice McGee against Ray Idle and Kyle Maggard. Me against Daniel Richards right here next week. Going to tell you some more matches. Going to tell you who Misty James is defending the title against. And I'll just give you a little hint. She is very popular in Eastern Tennessee, in the Southern States and the Appalachian region. So it's going to be a big-time ladies title match Saturday night, November 3rd, right there in Gray, Tennessee. Also, while we were putting this program together, just confirmed Crunch the Equalizer is going to be there, going to be in action. He's going to be with J.D. Hogg and Chick White, the Death Riders. I hear them. They're going to make a challenge here next week or the week after, so I'll make sure to bring you up to date on that. Also, Wayne Rogers is going to be right here Saturday night, November 3rd. Former two-time Southern States heavyweight champion, long-time wrestler right here out of East Tennessee. So it's going to be a big night. Stars from the past, stars from the future, stars from the present. Saturday night, November 3rd, Gray, Tennessee, celebrating my 30 years of professional wrestling. The Fall Spectacular. Please bring a canned food item and a new toy for a boy or girl to help somebody have a very wonderful Thanksgiving or Merry Christmas this year. Let's give a hand up to our neighbors in our community out there that need it. Let's all join together Saturday night, November 3rd. Have a good time, yell and scream. Enjoy professional wrestling. Help out the community. Until next week, it's Beau James, and I'll see you right back here with more news, more excitement. Don't forget, Southern States Wrestling Network. Check it out, $4.99 a month. Next week, God bless each and every one of you.